back to Inside the Middle East. This month, we're exploring Jordan, a country which throughout history served as ancient crossroads for countless civilizations.
This is the King's Highway. It's one of the oldest roads in the world. And to this day, it remains a vital link between Jordan's north and south, not only for commerce, but also for culture.
Today, we're taking that road south, heading to Jordan's largest nature reserve, the Dana Biosphere, home to diverse natural landscapes and some of Jordan's original inhabitants, the Bedouins, nomadic shepherds who traditionally live outdoors and off the land. Many still do. But even here in the middle of the desert, some Bedouins worry that their traditional lifestyle is fading in the era of modern development. That's where this man comes in. Meet Ammar Khamash. He's a prominent architect, artist, and a passionate advocate for preserving Jordan's natural environment.
Hello.
مرحبا كيفك؟
Good to see you, Ammar. How are you?
You know, if you look at the Middle East, just 30, 40 years ago, it was much more pure, it was much more photogenic. And now you look at the landscapes in every country in the Middle East, the landscape is really falling apart.
That's one of the reasons he designed this building, the Feynan Ecolodge, Jordan's first and one of its few eco-friendly hotels.
That's the main entrance.
It may look like a modern building, but its design is inspired by Arabia's Bedouin past, centuries-old techniques to keep cool in a harsh climate.
Here we have many courtyards, which acts as a chimney or as a cross-ventilation draft. You know, the wind comes from one side and exits from the other side.
From a breeze-filled courtyard to these heat-absorbing stones set in the wall.
What are these domes?
What you have here is a structure based on a double shell. So these are like inflated domes, if you will. And they're double because between them we have straw. So if when the sun heats up the upper shell, the temperature never travels through the section. And this means that the internal space is not gaining much temperature.
It's not too hot, so it's all part of trying to keep it cool without air conditioning.
Absolutely. The best thing about the past experiences of people of the past is the way they've dealt with the landscape, because they had less choices, so they have to be more creative.
Visitors here also have few choices, but that's the point. The hotel, built by Jordan's Royal Society for the Conservation of Nature, is completely off the grid. Water is heated by solar power, food waste recycled, and at night, the entire place is candlelit.
The carbon footprint is more or less zero, and it's the only property in Jordan where we probably have a negative carbon footprint as opposed to positive.
And that's a positive, not just for the land, but the people who live on it. Wadi Feynan is home to some of Jordan's last genuine Bedouins. Ali, like many of the other local shepherds, works at the hotel. The income has allowed him and his family to stay here and maintain their endangered lifestyle.
We have strong culture. This is come not from Suwan. This thousands of years ago. So we must continue with this culture. Don't go away with with modern life.
So this kind of tree would do, or this has,
I think this needs more soil.
For Khamash, that means letting Jordan's landscape and tradition guide his plans and his future buildings.
You never tear away, rip off pages of the history book. You can add new pages, and that's fine. And you can carefully add new pages between the old pages. We have to leave for our grandchildren something that we did, not only what our grandparents did.
Ali and others here hope to leave their grandchildren what they inherited, a living history of Bedouin life.
Full point about this spot in particular is it's one of the points that is high enough and you can get 360-degree views of the whole areas.
Just outside the lodge, Nabil takes me to see why this area is worth protecting.
This beautiful lone tree where we can see the sun just going in between the branches as it's going down.
For more on Wadi Feynan or any of our other stories, log on to our website, cnn.com/IME. You can also find us on Facebook, Twitter, and now, Instagram. That's it for me, Jumana Karache. Thanks for watching and see you next time.